Hi dear children, good morning. Myself Veda. Welcome back to my class. Dear children, we have already learnt about the lesson avoid plastic. Subunit first. Before going to continue this class, just once we remember what I done for in yesterday. Listen carefully. Just we remember in first subunit Alexander Perks created the first man-made plastic. When he created plastic, he named it as Perkisine. Now, listen carefully. Nowadays, common and wide people use of plastic more and more because it is inexpensive, cheap, and it is long-lasting material. That reason, people dispose plastic everywhere. But plastic is non-biodegradable material. Did you understand? So listen. That reason it surfaces on the earth for many centuries. Especially plastic pollution highly concentrated for a big cities. Did you understand? It's over. Now we come to continuity part of this lesson. Let us see how can the plastic cause serious damage to the environment. In this second subunit, mainly we can see how can the plastic causes serious damage to the environment or earth. Yes. Listen students, once I read the fourth para of in this lesson. Plastic causes serious damage to environment at every stage of its production or even in its disposal. To reduce the risk involved in a plastic, the usage should be minimized, which can result in production. The chemical that is used in the production of plastic is toxic and can cause serious damage to all living beings. Next, even recycling plastic also causes problems. The worst thing is that recycling degrades the quality of plastic and demands of the production of more plastic to make an original product. A single plastic sheet can take about 1000 years to rot. It also has bad impact on the food chain. Plastic is one of the causes for global warming also. Once again I repeated the same subunit. Reading, listen. Plastic is causes serious damage to environment at the every stage of its production or even in its disposal. To reduce the risks involved in plastic, the usage should be minimized, which can result in production. The chemical that is used in the production of plastics is toxic and can cause serious damage to all living beings. Even recycling plastic causes problems. The worst thing is that recycling degrades the qualities of plastic and demands the production of more plastic to make an original product. A single plastic sheet can take about 1000 years to rot. It also has bad impact on the food chain. Plastic is one of the causes for global warming also. Listen students, before going to content analysis, we see some new words in the second subunit. The lesson avoid plastic. See new words. The first word is toxic. Toxic means poisonous. Clear? Toxic means poisonous. Listen, next one word is recycling. Please point out all of you. Next one word is recycling. Recycling means convert waste to reusable material. Convert waste to reusable material. Next one, global warming. Global warming means the increase in temperature of Earth's atmosphere. Clear? Once again I repeated. Global warming means the increase in temperature of Earth's atmosphere. Next one word is marine. Marine means found in sea. Marine means found in sea. Hazards. Hazards means you already know in first para. Risky. Hazards means risky. Next one word is migration. Migration means move from one place to another. Migration means move from one place to another. Once again, I repeated the same words. Please point out all of you. Toxic means poisonous. Recycling means convert waste to reusable material. Global warming means the increase in temperature of Earth's atmosphere. Next one word is marine. Marine means found in sea. Hazards. Hazards means risky. Next one word is migration. Migration means move from one place to another place. Move from one place to another place. Okay, dear students, let's we see the content analysis. Listen, dear students, the chemical that is used in the production of plastic is toxic. Toxic means poisonous and can cause serious damage to all living beings. See here, students, I show some pictures. How can the plastic cause serious damage on the earth? Listen, in the past 60 seconds, you see and you know, in the past 60 seconds, 30 lakhs plastic bags and bottles were sold. Next one picture you see, we are breathing plastic. Microplastics are linked to air pollution. Listen, every day we are breathing plastic, that reason. Next one, we are drinking plastic. 83% of tap water samples contains plastic. Did you understand? Listen carefully. 83 of percent tap water samples contains plastic. Next one, we are eating plastic also. Listen, 1/4% of fish have plastic in their gut. Listen, their gut. Clear? We have in that reason eating plastic. Listen. Next one, ultimately affecting us also. The plastic pollution ultimately affecting also us, our people life. Listen carefully. 1 million seabirds die every year with the plastic. Next one, 99% of plastics cause chemical changes. Next one, 91% of plastic are not recycled. Clear? 91% of plastic is nowadays not recycled. In that reason, nowadays we see more of plastic pollution. Did you understand? Even recycling plastic also causes problems. The worst thing is that recycling degrades the quality of plastic and demands the production of more plastic to make an original product. In that reason, the recycling plastic also causes problems. A single plastic sheet, listen students, a single plastic sheet can take about 1,000 years to rot. Rot means decompose. A single plastic sheet, you can understand, listen carefully, a single plastic sheet can take about 1,000 years to rot. It also has a bad impact on the food chain. Clear? Listen, plastic is one of causes for global warming also. Global warming means, I think you know what is meant by the word global warming. Global warming means the increase in temperature of Earth's surface or the Earth atmosphere. Did you understand? Global warming means the increase in temperature of Earth atmosphere. It is called global warming. Listen, the plastic pollution is caused mainly global warming. See students, I ask one of the question, how does it have a bad impact on the earth? Mainly the plastic pollution causes global warming. See students, it is the pollution of plastic surface on the earth. See here the picture. How can the plastic surface on the earth in nowadays? See here students. Listen carefully. Rivers have become the main dumping ground for plastic which pollute water. Did you understand? Rivers have became the main dumping ground for plastic in nowadays which pollute water, marine life and also the air that we breathe. Many are being profited by the plastic. Marine means found in a sea. Marine life and also the air that we breathe. Many are being profited by the plastic. Those who get the profit from plastics are trying to dispute the harm that it causes. Listen carefully students, you can't completely stop the use of plastic but can definitely minimize its production for health on future also. For the health in future. Listen carefully. I repeat it againly. You can't completely stop the use of plastic but can definitely minimize its production for a health future. That reason we stop using plastic. Listen, why we stop using plastic or why we are avoiding the plastic. See students, the plastic surface on the earth, it causes serious damage to the earth. Listen carefully. First, stop using plastic straws. Why we are stop using plastic straws? Because see here, 500 plus million plastic straws thrown away daily in the US and UK countries. Listen, 500 plus million plastic straws thrown away daily, not monthly or weekly, daily in the US and UK countries. Just you all imagine. Listen, how can we make the plastic pollution on the earth? Next one, use reusable bottles because 500 plus billion plastic bottles used every year around the world. Next you see worldwide. Listen carefully. Worldwide. I think you know worldwide. Listen, 1 lakh tons discards every year also. Next one, listen carefully. 3 lakhs plus plastic birds in every tub of face wash. Next, stop smoking because 2.4 plus million cigarette filters found on International Coastal Cleanup Day. Use reusable bags because up to 1 trillion plastic bags discarded every year around the world. Okay dear students, it's over. We go to the grammar points in the lesson, that is suffixes and prefixes. The writer used suffixes in this lesson enormous and biodegradable, and he also used inexpensive for the example of prefixes. Before going to suffixes and prefixes, first we should understand the word roots. What are roots? Listen carefully. First we learn the definition of root. Root means the main part of a word. It is called a root. Clear? Root means a main part of a word. Listen carefully. The function of root is a root gives a word meaning. Clear? A root gives a word meaning. For example, you take an example. Listen. You see the word biology. Clear? Biology. Listen. Bio is the root of on this word, or listen carefully, the main part of this word biology. Biology, the main part of this word is bio. Its meaning life or living. Did you understand? Its meaning life or living. You see what is biology? The study of living things is called biology. You see next one word biography. So listen, biography. Biography's main word is bio also. It meaning, listen carefully, life or living also. Listen carefully, life or living. Biography means the book about a person's life is called biography. I think you should understand. Listen carefully. Once again I repeated, root means the main part of a word is called root. We want to only what is the meaning of a word root. Root means the main part of a word. Listen, the function of root, a root gives a word meaning. Let's see now what is prefixes, what is suffixes with example. First one we take prefixes. Prefixes means, first we see the definition of prefixes. Prefixes means letters added before a root at the beginning of a word is called prefixes. Prefixes means, once again I repeat it, listen carefully, letters added before a root. I think you already know what is root. Root means, listen carefully, what is root? You know what is root? The main part of a word. Root means the main part of a word is called root. Did you understand? Listen, prefix means letters added before a root at the beginning of a word. Before a root at the beginning of a word. You know already after, before the words. Listen carefully. You simply understand prefixes means letter added before a root or before a word, the beginning of a word. The function of prefixes. Listen, what is the function of prefixes? A prefix changes the word meaning. Did you understand? The prefix changes the word meaning. When we added prefixes any root, then the prefix changed the word meaning. Clear? You should take one example. First you take an example. The word unlucky. Listen, the word is unlucky. Lucky is the root in the word. Clear? Clear? Listen, you see the word unlucky first. Listen, lucky is the root of in this word. Clear? Root are the base of a word. But listen carefully, when we have added something to the word lucky, then we say unlucky. Here, un is added. Un is the prefix. Clear? Un is the prefix. The word to the base form word lucky. Did you understand? Listen, un is prefixes. Once again, I repeat it clearly. Listen carefully. You see the word unlucky. Lucky is the main word or root or base word. Clear? But when we added something to the lucky, then we say the word is unlucky. Here, un is added the word, or un is added the before of a word. Did you understand? In that reason, un is like we say prefixes. Did you understand? Next word you see, same example, uncooked. Uncooked means, un means the meaning of word un, not. Clear? The un meaning not. Uncooked means not cooked. Unlucky means not lucky. Clear? We see more example of prefixes. Listen, anti. Listen, anti means youngest. Youngest, anti mean youngest. Anti is the prefix. Clear? Youngest, anti meaning is youngest. The word anti-war. Listen, anti-war. War is the root of in this word. Clear? Anti-war means against. So listen, youngest war. Did you understand? Anti-war means youngest war. Listen, the word anti is added the before of the word war. Did you understand? Anti is the example of prefixes. Next one you see co, cool, can. These are the examples of prefixes together with its meaning. His meaning is together with. For example, co-worker. Worker is the main word or a root in this word. You added something to the word co. Then we say co-worker, like prefix. Listen, it meaning a person you work with. A person you work with. Listen, co meaning together with. Next one word is dis. Dis means not. This is you know already. This is prefix. Not. This meaning not. This like. Like is the root of in this word or base of in this word. We had a prefix before the word like. Listen carefully, its meaning do not like. Dislike, do not like. We see more examples. Same, ex. Ex meaning out, expel. Listen, to take or force out. Next one word is, listen, ill, im, and. These are the examples of prefixes. It meaning not. Listen, impractical. Listen, practical is the main word in this word. Listen carefully, or the practical is the root of in this word. We had a prefix before of the word. Listen, then we say impractical. Listen, impractical, it meaning not practical. You say this, you see same example, miss. Miss means incorrect, misunderstand. Then we say misunderstand, to understand incorrectly. Its meaning to understand incorrectly. Next we go re. Re means again, rewrite. Again, rewrite. Write is the base of the word. Rewrite. To write again. Its meaning to write again. Next one word sub. Sub means under. Submarine. A vessel used under the water. Its meaning the vessel used under the water. Marine is the root of in this word. This the next one is last one, trans. Trans means across. Across. Trans means across. The word transcontinental. Across continents. Listen, the root of in this word. Please point out continent. Continent is the root of transcontinental. Trans is the prefix in the word transcontinental. Listen, I think you are understanding the prefixes. Now we go to suffixes. Listen. Suffixes means letters added a root at the end of a word. Listen carefully. Letters added after a root at the end of a word is called suffixes. Just remember what is prefixes? Letters added before a root at the beginning of a word is called prefixes. But suffixes, you see, letters added after a root at the end of a word is called suffixes. Clear? Once again repeated, please listen, all of you point out. Prefixes means letters added before a root at the beginning of a word. But you see, suffixes, letters added after a root at the end of a word. See the function of suffixes. A suffix changes a word meaning or a part of speech. Did you understand? A word meaning or a part of speech. Did you understand? Suffix changes a word meaning or a part of speech. Listen carefully. How can the suffix change a word meaning or part of speech? Let's see. Okay. Listen. I say one important point. Listen carefully. Suffixes and prefixes. Listen. Sometimes working also nouns, adjectives, adverbs and also antonyms. Listen, you should understand suffixes and prefixes also working nouns, adjectives, adverbs and also antonyms. Did you understand? Yes. We go to the word suffixes. We see some examples of suffixes. Listen carefully. Letters added after a root and the end of a word is called suffixes. I think you already know how we identify the root in the word. Listen carefully. Or, listen, or, a person who, its meaning a person who, or, are. Listen carefully. You see the example of the words teacher. Teacher means a person who teaches is called a teacher. Listen, editor. You see next one example, editor. A person who edits is called editor. Register. Register means a person who takes registration. Listen, the person is called register. Listen, teach. What can we say? It is teach. What can the teacher says in the classroom? It is teach. But listen you carefully. Teacher. Her. You observe the word her. The base of the word in teach. Teach is the base of the word. Listen carefully. Is added after the root. In that reason, listen, suffixes change the word's meaning or a part of speech. Clear? Listen, is the suffixes. Teach is the base of in this word. Clear? Next one also, you see editor. Editor. Edit. Edit is the base of the word editor. Listen, we added something into the word or. Listen, then we say editor. A person who edits is called editor. Listen, or is the example of suffixes. Next one word is register. This is also register. Register. A person who takes registration is called register. Next we go we see some more example of suffixes. Listen, I already told suffixes and prefixes forms, also working, nouns, adjectives, and also adverbs, and also antonyms. See students, suffixes, able. Able is the example of suffix. Listen, you see the meaning of is able, easy or able to. Easy or able to. You see next word likable. Like is the base of the word likable or root of the word likable. It means easy to like. Listen carefully. Likable is also working form of adjective. Likable also used form of word adjective. Form of word adjective. Next one you see full. Full is suffix. Full is the example of suffix. Next one its meaning full of. You see the word beautiful. Beautiful. Beauty is the root of in this word beautiful. It means full of beauty. Full of beauty. Listen, the beautiful, the word beautiful is working also form of adjective. Next we see ice, ickle, egg, ickle. Listen, relating to egg, ickle. These are the examples of suffix. Listen, its meaning relating to. Listen, magical. Magical. See the word magical. Relating to magic. Magic is the root of in this word magical. Clear? Its meaning relating to magic. Relating to magic. Listen, this one word is also working also form of adjective. Next we see ness. Listen carefully. Ness means being. You see the word sweetness. Listen, sweetness. Sweet is the root of in this word sweetness. Its meaning being sweet. Being sweet. Listen, the word sweetness is working also form of noun. Clear? The form of noun. Next one is eve. I-V-E. Eve. Listen, you pronounce eve. Eve is one of the suffixes. Listen carefully. Able, full. Next, ickle, ness. These are the examples of suffixes. Did you understand? These are the examples of suffixes. Letters added after a root at the end of a word is called suffixes. Did you understand? We see more examples. Next one is eve. Eve meaning doing or being. Listen, you see active. Active means doing activity. Doing activities. Active activities. Listen carefully. Activity is the base of or root of in this word active. Its meaning doing. Listen, act. Act is the root of in this word active. Actually, listen carefully. We had it eve in this word. Listen, end of this word. Listen, in that reason we call this word is suffixes, or the active word is used to form of adjective. Next one, you see less. Less means meaning without. Less means without. Listen, childless. You see the word childless. Childless means without children. Without children. Childless, without children. The root of the word is child. Yes, we had an end of the word less. So then we say childless. Listen, the word childish is also working also form of adjective. Child, childless. Child, childless. Listen, less is the suffix in the word. Next one, li. Li is also example of suffix. Listen, li means like a manner of. Listen, quality. Quality, listen, its meaning in a quiet manner. In a quiet manner. We had it li in the end of the word. Listen, you see then it is also example of suffixes. So this one is also had a, listen, using form of adverb, not adjective. The quality, the word quality is working also form of adverb. Did you understand? The quality is the example of suffix, but the word quality is also working the form of adverb. Did you understand? Next one, hers. Hers is the prefix. Listen, full of with meaning. Meaning is full of or with. You see the word mysterious. Mysterious. Mysterious hers. Listen, you observe the word hers. Mysterious. Listen, mystery, you have add the word us. Listen, mysterious. Then we say mysterious. This is also example of suffixes. Its meaning full of mystery. Full of mystery. Listen, these are the examples of suffixes. I think you understand. Listen carefully. It's over. Now you take some important questions in the unit. I just check your understanding. How does plastic causes pollution at every stage of its production? Listen, how does plastic causes pollution at every stage of its production? Next one, how long can plastic take to decompose? How long can plastic take to decompose? Next one word is, how does it have a bad impact on the earth? How does it, that means plastic, how does plastic have a bad impact on the earth? Listen, dear students, you collect some example, that means some more examples of suffixes and prefixes. I think you were collected some examples of suffixes and prefixes. Okay, dear students, it's over. Today we learned the lesson avoid plastic. This lesson is completed. Listen, next class we go to one of the new topic. Listen, leg trap. Listen carefully, dear students. Please you point out on these questions and collect the answer in your textbook, and you collect some more examples of prefixes and suffixes. Thank you very much.